Have you ever felt like you're giving your all, working harder than anyone else, but still feel invisible? You see others getting promotions and praise, while you're stuck in the same spot, year after year. It's a frustrating place to be, isn't it? There's a powerful story about a young man who felt exactly this way. He was dedicated, skilled, and the hardest worker in his factory. Yet, recognition always seemed to pass him by. One day, fed up, he went to his wise old master and poured out his heart. "Master," he said, "I've mastered every skill, I work tirelessly. But people with half my experience are climbing the ladder while I'm left behind. Why isn't my work appreciated?" The master listened patiently and asked a simple question. "Do you believe the factory couldn't run without you?" Confidently, the young man replied, "Yes, I'm sure of it." "If I'm not there, things will fall apart." The master smiled and suggested, "All right, take one day off. Just one. Then come back and tell me what happens." The young man had never missed a day of work in his life, but he trusted his master. He took the day off. The next morning, when he returned, his manager rushed to him, relieved. "Thank God you're back," he exclaimed. "Yesterday was a complete disaster. Problems kept piling up, and nobody knew how to solve them. We didn't realize how much you handle until you were gone." Suddenly, everyone saw his true worth. Soon after, he was promoted to senior technician. The young man felt a surge of pride. So this is the secret, he thought. To be valued, you just need to disappear for a bit. From then on, whenever he felt undervalued, he'd take a day off. And just like the first time when he returned, he'd be met with a renewed sense of appreciation. This became his go-to trick, but this strategy had a hidden flaw. One morning he arrived at the factory, ready to work, only to be stopped by the guard at the gate. He was told his employment had been terminated. They had found a replacement. Shocked and heartbroken, he ran back to his master. "Master, what happened?" "I did exactly what you told me, and now I've lost my job." The master shook his head gently. "My son, you only understood the first half of the lesson. I told you to return for the second, more important part, but you never did," he explained. "Think of a light bulb. When it's always on, people take its light for granted. But when it flickers off for a moment, everyone notices and appreciates its importance. However, if that bulb keeps flickering on and off, becoming unreliable, what do people do? They replace it with one they can count on. This is a profound lesson for all of us. In our jobs, our friendships, and our families, it's crucial to make people aware of our value. Sometimes, stepping back for a moment is the only way for them to see the space you fill. It creates a small void that makes them realize how much they depend on you. Your absence highlights your presence, but here's the critical part, the balance. If you disappear too often, if you become unreliable, people won't wait for you. They will learn to manage without you. They will find someone else to fill that void. The key to being truly valued isn't just about being unique or important. It's about being reliably unique. Think about it. We all want to be appreciated. We all crave that feeling of being seen and respected. But value isn't something you can demand. It's something you must build. So how do you do that? You become a master of balance. First, focus on becoming irreplaceable. Sharpen your skills, bring a unique perspective, and perform your duties with unwavering sincerity. Be the person who not only does the job, but does it in a way no one else can. Then, learn the art of strategic absence. Don't be so constantly available that you become part of the background noise. If you feel taken for granted, it might be time to step back just enough for your absence to be felt. Let people miss your contribution, your energy, your solutions. But never, ever let that absence turn into unreliability. The goal is for them to say, "We really missed you," not "We managed just fine without you." True, lasting value is found in that sweet spot between being ever-present and being undependable. It's about being the person they can always count on, but also the person they'd be lost without. So, take a look at your own life. Are you so available that you've become invisible? Or are you so absent that you're becoming irrelevant? Find that balance. Show your worth, demonstrate your reliability, and cultivate your uniqueness. When you master this, you won't have to ask for respect or appreciation. It will be given to you freely because your presence will be a valued and cherished gift. Thank you so much for joining me for this story today. If it resonated with you, please give this video a like. Share it with someone who might need to hear this. And don't forget to subscribe for more lessons to help you live a more fulfilling life. Until next time, stay inspired and take care.